Hi guys. Okay, so this is Capricorn Rising's horoscope, astrology, and tarot reading for the month of November. If you have like Sun, Moon, or Venus, or whatever else in Capricorn, this might resonate for you if you feel called to this video. But the astrology specifically is going to be for Capricorn Rising. So we're going to go into that, and then we'll go into the tarot reading. This new moon in Scorpio on November 13th. It's happening in your 11th house of friends, communities, social groups, and like social media if you work with social media. So there's definitely going to be a new beginning here. We might have closed out a cycle in this area recently, so there's a new beginning happening. 4 days later, on November 17th, there is a Mars cazimi in Scorpio. So what that means is the sun is in Scorpio right now, and Mars is going to make a conjunction with the sun, and it's going to get energized by the sun. And Mars is very like, Aries is ruled by Mars. So Mars is like action taking. It's very like, in your birth chart, it's how you take action. It's very fire energy. Like with the sun, there's a ton of energy in this house for you right now. So your 11th house of friends, community, social groups, and social media. November 27th, there's a full moon in Gemini, and that's happening in your 6th house of health, wellness, daily routines, daily work, and possibly pets. It's going to be different for everyone, and I'll have guides available. They'll be linked. So when it comes to this time, if you really want to dig deep and kind of capitalize on the energy, you can do my guide. And I have it really affordable too. And you can also schedule a reading with me if you want to dig a little bit deeper. I'm wondering if there's going to be shifts in your work and career, because October 14th, there was a new moon eclipse in Libra. So there was an eclipse with the South Node. So there was a ton of releasing for you specifically in your 10th house of career, public roles, and responsibilities. But I'm picking up career and work because as the 10th house is your career, your 6th house is more like your daily work. So they're kind of the same, but kind of different. I mean, they're really different, but they have like, you know, some similarities. So there could be something that you're dealing with at work, and there's probably major shifts and letting go. But that seems to possibly continue this theme in work during this full moon. So that won't always apply to you. Maybe it's just within your daily routines that's applied to you, but it could, because there was such like a huge thing happening in your career. So I'd love to know, let me know what's going on, if that's resonating for you. In December, there's a new moon in your 12th house of mental health, subconscious, and spirituality. So if you feel like if there's something at work that's really taxing, it's really weighing you down, I think there'll definitely be some sort of like relief mentally coming up in December, and we'll do a whole nother video for December. But yeah, that's something to look forward to. So hang on, you're almost there. Eclipse season is hard, so hopefully the transits after eclipse season will kind of like help with that. Okay, right away I feel like I'm hearing that you're defending something that has to do with career or work. Maybe it's like, okay, this is what it is, and this might not resonate for everyone, and it could be applied to a situation. This is just the energy coming out, and I am just relating it to what I'm seeing astrologically. But there could be something you're holding on to in work and career, and like you were meant to release some of this during the new moon eclipse, and then again the full moon is asking you to release again. So there could be layers to this. And it might be harder to release because you're holding on to it. It could be something that you feel really emotionally attached to. There also, with the Hermit card, you could be like in hermit mode more, and this is more like learning something, like really trying to get really good or clear or knowledgeable or educated on something. But there's also a cycle ending, and it's because you've learned a lot, and there could be some major shifts in work. Definitely major shifts in work for Capricorn rising. The 10th house, I keep going back to October because it feels like that's really carrying over here. The 10th house is Capricorn energy. Like, that's what the house is ruled by. It's ruled by Capricorn. That's just a very important, it's like Capricorns really feel that house, you know, like that means a lot to them. It's their world, like truly. It's like everything to them. So you're definitely very emotionally tied to that, you know. But there's some sort of cycle closing out here, and to feel confident in knowing that that cycle is closed out and you've learned everything you needed to learn. I'm getting fixed energy, which can be it's like stubborn energy. So it could be sometimes hard to come to terms with that kind of stuff. But then you have the Magician, literally is the next card. So whatever this shift is, or letting go or closing out of a cycle, it's pushing you to what you're meant to be doing. It's like more in alignment with your manifestations. Again, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, what did I say? This is stubborn energy, needing to let go. It's causing you anxiety. It's like causing you sleepless nights. What is this, up or down? Like, not letting go of this is causing anxiety. You have to ask yourself, like, what's more important? Like, holding on to this because you're so emotionally tied to this, or letting go because it's causing anxiety? You know, you have to just like weigh, and it's like obvious to let go of what's not serving you, you know? I think just like pulling back and seeing like that perspective. But if you're worried about security, you don't need to be worried. You're Queen of Pentacles. Like, you are Capricorn energy. That's like what you identify as your first house of self and appearance and body. Like, you don't have to worry. You're always going to succeed in that area. Like, always going to succeed in that area. It definitely feels like something has already ended though. And so it's like kind of, yeah, it's like kind of pointless to not let it go, because it's like there's not much you can do about it almost. It's almost like that opportunity isn't even there if you like really try to force yourself. There's a need to just release that anxiety. You do have that like feminine energy in your 10th house though, of Libra. Also, you have a lot of air energy in like work as far as like your chart. Like in your 10th house of career is ruled by Libra, which is an air sign. Your 6th house of daily work is ruled by Gemini, which is an air sign. So it's like really apparent that like you need to be more in your logical, grounded thinking rather than being emotionally tied to things. I mean, obviously to a certain extent, but when it doesn't serve you, you need to know when to like switch that. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's get advice moving forward. I'm just letting go of the past, not think like this 6 of Cups is so Cancer energy. Memories, thinking about the past, and that can like weigh you down sometimes when you're really being asked to move forward. There's like this mental obstacle you're needing to overcome, but it's small. It's a very small mental obstacle, especially being ruled by Saturn. You can do it. The 7 of Swords though, there's something here that you felt taken advantage of, or there was lying, something like that, or maybe you just feel like you're in self-sabotage mode. I think that's kind of more what it is. It's like, I mean, it could be both, but it's like being in this energy of thinking of the past is just self-sabotage energy. Again, with the 8 of Swords and the High Priestess, you have like mental clarity. You know, like you still are very intuitive and like have that energy when you go into this area of your life. That's why I say it's like not healthy for you, at least right now in this reading, if this is resonating, to be so emotionally attached to things, because you like know, you have that inner knowing, and it's a very like calm, grounded inner knowing, you know? So anyways, I hope that helps. Basically, things are not going to be balanced in your finances until you're able to separate that and to let go of. I think it's just like this emotional tie and like this hard time letting go of this, probably because you put a lot of effort into it, and that's something that Capricorns take pride in, but it's not bringing you stability or financial abundance, so there's a need to let that go. So anyways, that's your reading. I'll see you guys next December. I'll see you guys next month in December, and let me know like how this is resonating for you. So I will see you guys next month.